Yeah. Shout out everybody in the chat. Hey, shout out my guy Tola Duck and say we go hard, goddammit. Hit the like button. You already know. Make sure you step on that motherfucker. Mr. West, what up? Shamar showed up Smith say double up. Nigga, you already know it. Back to back on their ass. Hey, look, this is Members Monday, part 2. Make no mistake about it. And you ain't got to be a member to pull up on this one. You know what I mean? Pull up. Members pull up. But if you want to pull up on the platform, talk about this shit here, we can. It's just a second piece of content we got to talk about today. Y'all already know what time it is. Pull up on me. Let me get my green thing twisted up real quick. I say we ain't got all night. Shout out Tom. Say we still got to collaborate about Chicago. Facts, Tom. I told you to hit my email. Get at me in the email. So we can link up. Shout out Peter Takes in the chat. Shout out Karen. Carolina. Yeah. Shout out Domo Smith. Shout out Big Bag. Say yeah. You already know what time it is, my G. Who else in this motherfucker? Step on the like button. Let them know we live. Share the live. Share the video. You already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe for me if you ain't. This is, in fact, part 2, Members Monday. You see the goddamn title. Hey, you see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail, you see the motherfucking title. Did the Carolina Panthers miss on DeAndre Hopkins? But a bunch of motherfuckers been getting at me in the comment section of old lives and shit. Talking about, I thought we was getting DeAndre like I guaranteed the shit. So I figured y'all won't talk about the possibility of us missing DeAndre Hopkins. And it's a real question I want to ask. Shout out everybody in the chat. Al the Sailor. Yeah, you already know. Shout out Jordan Roberts. Say could have been great thing in Carolina. You goddamn right it could have. Goddamn right it could have. I mean, that's the question. Did the Carolina Panthers miss on D-Hop? In the chat, real quick, by y'all count, did the Panthers miss on DeAndre Hopkins? Yes or no? How you feel? Tom say nope. Shout out Knock. Knock say nah. Hell nah. Facts. Shout out everybody saying no. Shout out everybody saying no. Tyler Duncan say no. Tola say no. Say Titans worse off than we. Shout out Chris in the chat. What up, Chris? Shout out Zoso. Zoso, I see you, my G. Mike Williams, what's poppin'? Shout out my guy Mike Williams. I see you. Shout out Jimmy. What's that? Yeah. Jimmy 2 times. Yeah. Say we wasn't paying that big of a bag as the Titans. Facts. That's a motherfucking fact. I'm twisting this green thing up. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know what time it is. It's a back-to-back today. You know what I mean? Right now, this make like the 8th back-to-back live. You feel? Shout out my guy T. Sharifa. What up with you? What's up with you, my G? He say, we ain't miss out. Oh, no money hungry motherfucker who said, yeah, that's a fact. Said he wanted to go to a contender, but went to the most. Yeah, that's a fucking fact. Yeah, that nigga ain't go nowhere to contend. He went somewhere for some money, for pretend. Not to contend, but for pretend. That you ain't gonna make no money over there. Like I say, he'll die in Tennessee. That way he'll die at. I mean, before y'all get to, really saying we didn't miss out, I want to really look at DeAndre Hopkins, right? And what the Tennessee Titans ultimately gave him. Shout out Derek Lynch. What the Tennessee Titans ultimately gave him, what was it? $26 million deal over 2 years. You know what I mean? With $6 million worth of incentives, which could make that deal balloon to a $32 million deal over 2 years, which he can essentially make a little over $15 million a year. Should he hit his incentives? Now, DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop, you got to ask yourself, what is he, right? What is he? What type of wide receiver is he? And I'm looking at his stats. I'm looking at his career stats and what he was able to do last year before Kyler got hurt and this, that, and the third, because they tried to put his shortcomings last year on the fact of Tyler or Kyler getting hurt. But I look at his career numbers, right? His career stats. 853 total catches in his career for a total of 11,298 total reception yards to go along with 71 total touchdowns. And looking at and all of these numbers by all accounts are next in line to Hall of Fame wide receiver numbers. Shout out Donnell Washington for becoming a new fucking member to the Unk_2020 platform. Yeah. He put his green thing on. You know I love it. Yeah, you know I love it. Cop your membership, $4.99, Joes. Put your green thing on. Make your name green. I do have limited moderator slots left. Because at the start of the season, we ain't doing no more. Ain't no more moderators being added after the season start. We got I got room for 3 moderators. That's it. We gonna collect and move on with 3 more moderators added to the moderator team. And in order to get your moderator rich, it's gonna cost you $50. $50 to the Cash App. Say it's for the moderator rich. Make sure I know your YouTube name so I can turn you on, man. So I can put that rich by your name. Put you on the construction team. You feel me? Shout out Jordan Roberts. Shout out Shamar Shownuff. What up, my G? Hey, look. Hey, shout out Tola. You think that shit was good we smoking on? Saturday, nigga. Ooh, wait. This shit I got now? I mean, the pack I'm puffing on out of there, nigga. Ooh. God damn. Hey, look, real quick. I paid that goddamn green thing to Shamar, to Tola. He had that motherfucker. He said, God damn, what's this? I said, I tried to tell you that. Yeah, man, I tried to tell you. Nigga think I be playing. Shout out Young Mello. Say, yeah. Oh, yeah, meet and greet is set. Date is set. I will put it in the community section, but, sometime this week. But to give y'all a head up to 62 in the motherfucking chat right now, step on the like button, share it live. Give y'all first crack at the date. And shout out everybody that was there for this one. We're going to run it back, same location. September 30th to be exact. It's the end of September 30th, we're going to run it back. Same spot. You know what I mean? The menu might change up, but same spot. I got plenty. We're going to have plenty of food, plenty of drink, plenty of green things, and plenty of goddamn fun. Shout out everybody that might think about RSVP for the next meet and greet. And the only reason I'm running it back is because a lot of motherfuckers act like they wanted to be there. Shout out my guy Wink. What up, Wink? I see you, nigga. Shout out Wink. Elaine. Yeah, this part 2, Elaine. Members Monday. Did we miss out on DeAndre Hopkins, Elaine? Somebody let me know. Do you feel like we missed something? A lot of y'all said no already. And you know what? I'm going to keep it a whole fucking thing with y'all. Had we signed DeAndre Hopkins, wouldn't have done nothing but boasted this team on offense. Wouldn't have did nothing. But solidify this team as far as a offensive presence, rather. Now, is it worth giving DeAndre Hopkins 13 plus another 6 in incentives for a 2-year deal? I'm thinking, now listen to me now. Shout out everybody in Panther Nation. Mind you, the fucking Tennessee Titans got the man. They signed him. They inked him on a $26 million deal over 2 years with a $12 million a year. That's what he signed to. Now, the incentives say, now, I don't know what the criteria around the incentives are, but there's a nice percentage or a nice chance DeAndre Hopkins may not hit those particular points to reach those incentives. You know what I mean? So should let look at it like this. Should the Tennessee Titans shout out Black and Mile in the chat. I like that name. Shout out Black and Mile. Say D-Hop ain't been shit without D-Watt. Say Fade say 23rd and wide receiver pay. Yeah, hey, talk that shit, Fade. My point exactly. See, because what they ultimately signed him for, $12 million a year. If in fact the Carolina Panthers was in search for a starting number 1 wide receiver, DeAndre Hopkins at $12 million a year should have been a lock, should have been a go. But the question ain't should we have paid DeAndre Hopkins. The question is, did we miss on DeAndre Hopkins? And the answer to that, and I'm talking about me, I say yes and I say no. I say no and I say yes. And I got 2 reasons for that. I say yes, we missed out on D-Hop, considering what the fuck the Tennessee Titans signed him for. And if the Carolina Panthers could have got close or into that range, and if you were truly eyeing a number 1 pass catcher for your number 1 draft pick, Bryce Young, then I feel like you should have entertained DeAndre Hopkins. But fact is, the Carolina Panthers did. They did, in fact, entertain DeAndre Hopkins for a brief moment, whatever the case was, but they did, in fact, entertain the possibility of signing DeAndre Hopkins. So, in that case, yes, we missed out. Oh, wait one second. Yeah, but what was I saying? My bad about that. Oh, back to D-Hop. Yeah, like I was saying. So yeah, we missed out in the sense of, what he ultimately signed for, 2 years, $26 million. The Carolina Panthers could have did that. They could have stomached that. You know what I mean? Now, see, what's negating shit like a DeAndre Hopkins signing is the fact that you got a nigga like Brian Burns still in the Wayne cut, still in the goddamn cut, fucking with people. And while we there, we go touch on Brian Burns too for part 2 of Members Monday. Hold on, let me let Elaine in here. This is part 2, Members Monday. Elaine, 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
Two questions.
Yes,
One,
sir.
did we miss on DeAndre Hopkins? And two, is Brian Burns overvalued? Go.
No and no.
And
Hey, you
nigga
do
said no and no.
you understand that I was the dude saying I was when you guys was talking about signing them, I was talking about the salary cap implications of it, right? Now, Bryce Young wanted 100% of his signing bonus. Says Bryce Young don't want him either, right? Now, at what we got? We at 27. Bryce wants 100%. This all
Yeah,
ties
yeah,
in.
right. We close to 27 million, a little over 26 and change.
This all ties in, man. You get what I'm saying? If they would have gave Bryce Young about 16, 17, you know what I mean? That would have left him about 10. There's your DeAndre Hopkins money right there, right? You
Facts,
could
facts,
right, right.
facts, Elaine,
You you
facts.
you could get creative and be like, you could offset some of the money with the bonuses, and he collects most of it later. You get what I'm saying? But like, you can't even do that this year. You really don't even have the money this year to do it with this contract negotiation with Bryce Young. Brian Burns don't really factor in because when they give Brian Burns a new contract, he could effectively just play out the last year under his rookie deal, and then it would just run concurrent with the new contract. It would just pick up the following year. You get what I'm saying? He'd be satisfied because he knows he has guaranteed money coming. This is all kind of Bryce. Everything's on standstill. The Panthers can't really make no moves. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, facts. Hey, yeah,
they
they between a goddamn they between a fat booty bitch and a hard, you know what I mean? They between a crackhead and a rock, nigga.
when you said the fat booty bitch, but I was like, it ain't really a bad place to be. You might need another analogy, but um, you know, that's really what it is, man. They probably did bring him in because before when they said they brought him in, this is before all the Bryce shit, before they started negotiating the contract with Bryce. They probably brought it in and entertained it. Like, okay, we're gonna give Bryce a certain percentage. We still got a little wiggle room. Let's go talk to him, see what he wants. But the Panthers ain't making no moves. Even though I didn't want them, even though I wanted our young receivers to get on the fields, even if we wanted to make this move, we really couldn't, man, because we literally don't have the salary cap. Because you remember when you was saying you was looking at it. I remember when you first reported, you was telling us that you told us that we had about 26, 27 million left, right? And you were saying, okay,
No,
we
you
got
don't either.
we got the money to sign Hopkins, but we didn't even factor in the Bryce shit when we originally talked about this. That I think my man Unc stepped away, man. But yeah, I guess I'll keep running it, man, just to keep the show going, man. But yeah, that's essentially what I was saying, not the sake of for the sake of, think
Yeah, talk your shit, Elaine. I ain't
okay,
went
okay.
nowhere.
Okay. But yeah, that's what I was saying, man. That's really what it is. The Panthers aren't gonna make no moves, and once they sign Bryce, they're done. You get what I'm saying? Even if they do get Bryce to sign for 17, 18 million or whatever like that, they're gonna roll that shit into the season, man. We're done. You know what I mean?
Well, so you no you did say Brian Burns was not overvalued, right?
No, he's not. He's not, man. I listen, Unc. It's the reality of the position, man. When you go look at defensive end, it's hard to get value from that position. If you got a guy that's giving you any type of production, you're gonna pay out your ass. That's why your Bosa's and TJ Watts are getting 25. They're getting 25. Bosa's are like 30, 35 million a year. You get what I'm saying? Brian Burns is a tier under those guys. So Brian Burns getting $20 million is that's market value, man. I think I threw the stat out to you guys a few weeks ago, man, where I said only 10 defensive ends last year had double digit sacks, had more than 10 sacks, 10 sacks or more. So once you get production from that position, you have an option, man. You pay that dude $20 million, and you just don't have production from that position, or you try to go draft a guy. But we've seen how that goes. Not unless you guys want, just like you guys were screaming last year about drafting a defensive end in the second round, you want a Coney Ely, YGM or fucking Everett Brown again, man. It's hard to find production at defensive end, man. Those guys got to be paid. You don't look at production at quarterback and defensive end like you do other positions in the NFL. You get what I'm saying? Derek Carr got 150 fucking $1 million. You get what I'm saying? His production, if you translate his production to any other position in football, ain't no way he's worth that much money. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like those positions are hard. to find even the average production. You know what I mean? So no, he's not overrated. He's valued at where he should be. If I found out the day we gave him 5 years, $20 million a year, $100 million, $40 million guaranteed, I'd say that's about where he's valued.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Elaine. Yeah. Well, like I say, I got both ways now. If we talking about Brian Burns, now that question I pose for y'all.
Yeah.
But if you know, if I'm talking about Brian Burns and if he's overvalued, the fucking answer I got an answer for that too, and it's no and yeah. I got both ways for that.
Yeah, if he was the type of defensive end like everybody wants him to be, he's worth about $35 million, right? If he's Bosa,
shit.
If he's Bosa,
God, now see, Elaine, why I say yes, he's overvalued, and no, he's overvalued. I say no, he's not overvalued if he in fact plays for what his value is under that 5th-year option, and that's 16 million and change. If you turn around and pay Brian Burns max money, then yeah, now he's overvalued to me. That's why I say I look at it both ways. It depends on what he signs for, and it depends on what the Panthers offer him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does, man.
I mean, I look at Brian Burns different. Like right now, take right now. I know he signed if he picks the 5th year up, it's 16 million. I feel like that's the perfect price for him. So in that case, no, he's not overvalued. You know what I mean? He's being paid right at his premium.
Well, not really, because the tag is the average of the top 15 players at your position.
Right. The market, the average market.
Right. So no. Like literally, that's what the 5th year option is. The 5th year option is the average of the top 15 paid players.
Facts,
right?
Elaine.
So he's worth it. That shows you, because that's where the market is. That shows you he's worth about 20 million to keep it stacked with you. You get what I'm saying? You're paying about $750,000 per sack, if you want to look at it like that. If Brian Burns is gonna get you 12 sacks, my math might be off a little bit, but that's reasonable, man. Like a defensive end that gets washed out on run plays, but is a solid pass rusher on 3rd down, that's gonna get you 10 plus sacks. That's about what you're gonna pay, man. If you want a complete defensive end, stop the run, dominate, and actually, apply pressure down in and down out and be a game changer, that's gonna cost you 35. You get what I'm saying? Like,
not a year. Which one of these motherfuckers that never get paid 35 million a year at defensive end or tackle?
Go check out Joey Bosa. He's at 30. He's at
30. That nigga making 30 a year, Elaine.
He's over 30.
God damn.
TJ Watt, is like 27 or 28 or some shit like that.
Not in. Look, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, Elaine. Got to keep it a whole thing, my G. Yeah. I don't know what those particular boys are getting paid or the language in their contract. I wouldn't even front and lie like that, B.
But TJ Watt is 27. Bosa's making like 32. But they said about 32 to 35. I guess it fluctuates throughout the year or whatever. But he's over 30, right? So those are elite pass rushers, man. So if Brian Burns comes out, and even if Brian Burns starts trying to hit you over the head closer to 25, he could probably get that on the open market, man. But if I say we get him at 20, that's a good deal, man. I know a lot of people, it fucks you up to pay $20 million to someone that you look like has a whole lot of problems, right? But for pass rush, we're talking about a whole different position, man. This ain't corner. You get what I'm saying? You ain't gonna pay a corner that is super weak against the run a certain amount of $15-20 million a year. But pass rush is just a whole different position, man. It's evaluated different. It's a rare commodity to have somebody that can produce sacks year in and year out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna get hit across the head when your defensive end comes up. There's a lot of competition. Everybody wants him. The Rams were gonna give us 2 fucking first-round picks for Brian Burns. That shows you how valuable that position is. Look what Christian McCaffrey got. Most people would say Christian McCaffrey is more valuable than Brian Burns, but we had a hard time getting a first-round pick for Christian McCaffrey.
Damn, sure did.
Right.
Damn sure did. We got multiple picks, but not a first round.
Right. Because the reality is Christian McCaffrey, it's easier for me to find somebody that gives me half the production of Christian McCaffrey than it is to find somebody that can consistently give me 7 or 8 sacks a year.
Dynasty King, what's up, my G? Hop in here. Is Brian Burns overvalued? 1 and 2, did we miss out on DeAndre Hopkins?
1, we did not miss out on DeAndre Hopkins because Brian Burns is undervalued. Let me explain.
What, nigga? And please explain. Let me light this goddamn green thing for this. Please explain.
All right. Do y'all know who the sack leader for the Carolina Panthers is in a single season? Chris Green.
Say that again?
The sack leader in a single season for the Carolina Panthers. And it's not Julius Peppers.
It is Charles Johnson.
Chris Green. Chris Green leads Carolina Panthers.
Chris Green. What he had?
He had 15. I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Nah, that ain't the damn Panthers all-time sack leader. 15 ain't the all-time lead number. Pep broke that shit.
Pause. When I looked at it, I looked for individual self-sacks by themselves. Now, if you add assisted sacks, Julius Peppers.
I'll say Kevin Green. I don't know.
Yeah, Kevin Green.
Yeah, okay, Kevin Green, but I don't think he owns the single season record in Carolina for sacks. Somebody check that stat for me.
Please check it out, because I'm going to tell you the person that's tied first place with him, Greg Hardy. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? Because right under that is Julius Peppers at 14.5. I think people remember how many years Julius Peppers dominated once he finally got it after his third year. At third year, Julius Peppers right then was the monster. You couldn't stop him. You couldn't contain him. You had to double team him and hopefully have a tight end to chip him because no matter what, he was coming through. Brian Burns, for him to come up with a contract right now and to have 12 sacks, to a lot of people, we think about T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett. Well, guess what? There's only 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers in the league. There's no Nick Bosa in the NFC besides himself. There's no Myles Garrett in the AFC besides himself. There's T.J. Watt. I'm sorry, my disrespect to T.J. But those are only 3 defensive ends that's going to go off like that. You take them 3 out the picture, the average sacks is 12.
Yeah, you forgetting JJ. You know, JJ had a monster year on this year out.
He did. But you know what I mean? I'm just talking about the ones that's currently raising havoc. Hassan Reddick had 16 last year. Those are the top 4 sack
Let me ask you something, Dynasty King. And you can jump on this too, Elaine. What's your boy name from Dallas?
Micah?
Yeah, Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who if you had to choose, who was better? Who would be better in your eyes? Him or Brian Burns?
That's not fair.
Why ain't it fair?
Because, all right, so Micah Parsons.
It's very fair. If it ain't fair, it wouldn't be fair because Brian Burns would have the edge due to more time in the league.
Well, first of all, now they're playing the same position, but like they weren't playing the same position. I mean, I would maybe want to lean towards Parsons.
I will wait. Yeah, answer the question, goddammit.
But we got to see Brian Burns as a linebacker because he might be identical. Linebackers, man, you don't got that tackle on you. You can scheme a linebacker open. He's wider of the tackle. That means he can use his speed a lot more. He's more dangerous.
You can move him around.
It's harder for the tackle to get his hands on him. It's a whole different ball game.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. They say Micah Parsons better.
Okay, look at Danielle, what she said. She said Kevin Green hold the title. The reason why I said that, Brian Burns is only 3 sacks missing from the Panthers' lead sack record. Like only 3 sacks last year. People got to understand you can't just go outside and grow T.J. Watt and grow
You can't.
Miles Garrett. You feel what I'm saying?
Dynasty, hey bro, that's what I said, man. Not 10 defensive ends last year. 64 of them start. Only 10 have more double-digit sacks, man. Either you want production at that position, you're gonna have to pay for it, man. Unfortunately, even mediocre production is hard to find.
As a matter of fact, let me give a shout out to that man Scott Fitter, because for him to get Deshaun Williams from Denver and put him on that defensive front, people don't know that's the sleeper. It's not Shuttle. I mean, it's not Tuttle. I know everybody hype about Tuttle because he was, you know what I mean, in a division, but your man from 10 teams last year had 5 sacks off a defensive tackle.
Everett was saying something about he was kind of the glue that really held everything together for that defense or whatever. He was super important to that defense or some shit he was saying.
So what I'm saying is that's your 1-2 punch that helped Derek Brown. As you got Williams, he's gonna give you 4.5, 5 sacks. You've got your man Derek Brown. He finally has, you know what I mean, a lot of aspirations because of what he can do now. If you take Brian Burns away from this, our defense drops 2 levels.
I beg to differ.
Who's going to replace him?
DJ Johnson.
Why do y'all say that? Y'all have so much. Look, y'all got a lot of faith in a person that never played the NFL snap.
Let me get this one real quick. DJ Johnson's gonna go the way of Everett Brown, motherfucking YGM, and what's that other defensive end I always call out? Coney Ealy, right? These late round defensive ends don't ever fucking produce. You draft one and 4 years later you're looking to replace them, man. That's why I keep telling you guys, 2 positions that are constantly overdrafted, quarterback and defensive end. If a defensive end or pass rush is worth a damn, he's going in the first. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to find production. You can't find a 4th round defensive end like you can find a 4th round corner or safety.
Well, you know why I say that, right? Y'all know why I say that.
Wow.
When Dynasty King asks, well, who you gonna get to replace him? And I respond, DJ Johnson. I only do that for one reason. 2 reasons. 1, to piss y'all off, and 2 to show you that DJ Johnson may be all you need to replace the little bullshit production that Brian Burns has given you since he been a Carolina Panther. See, y'all pussy get wet off of that 12.5, man.
Let me kill you with that. I'm about to kill you with that. The top teams in the playoffs last year in the NFC, all 3 top teams, Dallas, Philly, and 49ers, were the sack leaders of the NFL.
Right. But you do know we had Brian Burns. He finished the season with 12.5 sacks, right?
Okay, now let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead and finish. But what you saying, I'm going to blow a hole in it. It is shotgun in the back.
I want to say this. So the sack leaders on every team that I just named, they had 1 that did extremely well. Like Hassan Reddick, he did 16 sacks. And they had 3 or 4 other players that at least had 5 sacks, 7 sacks, 10 sacks, almost. I'm talking about 49ers, and I'm talking about the Eagles. The ones that was the Giants in the league, the ones that was the Kings of the NFC, both of them had at least 2 people that put in double-digit sacks. So the thing is, it's not getting rid of Brian Burns. It's who we going to put beside on the opposite end. Because if he was getting 12 sacks, and there was somebody else that was getting 11, we would be something special.
Well, see, you know, Dynasty King, all that shit makes sense, but it don't. Because when Brian Burns had Hassan Reddick opposite of him, and Hassan finished the season with 14 and change, Brian Burns finished with less than double digits. So when you say put somebody on the opposite side of him, you put a dog on the opposite side of Brian Burns, that bitch won't get double-digit sacks. I promise you. The nigga you put beside him on the opposite side gonna eat. Brian Burns gonna be the same bitch he been.
Ouch.
I mean, it's a fact, because y'all talk about putting people beside him, but Hassan Riddick is the only motherfucker we can allude to that played opposite of Brian Burns in Carolina, regardless the defensive scheme they was
I'm
in.
gonna kill
But
this one.
at that time, Hassan Riddick was in fact the team leader in sacks.
Yo, what year did Hassan Reddick start getting double-digit sacks?
With Carolina.
No. He did it last year in Arizona.
It was
He
his
did well.
last year in
Yeah,
Arizona.
it started in Carolina. He found his groove in Carolina.
No, let me kill this. Because what we saying right now, if you look at Hassan Reddick's career and Brian Burns' career, his first year of getting 12 sacks was the year before he became a free agent, right? Brian Burns is right here mimicking it. For the 2 years before he become a free agent, that man has already had double-digit sacks. Y'all talk like Brian Burns been in
now
the
you're
league.
comparing their career and their progression. So with that being said, where was Hassan Riddick drafted? Do y'all remember that? Because if Hassan wasn't drafted in the first round, then none of that shit means anything.
So I don't like that concept. Because we can't use that as an argument. Like Josh Norman, he wasn't even drafted. Now tell me what he wasn't playing. He was in top 4.
He was a 5th round pick. Josh Norman was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, he was drafted in the 5th round.
I'm sorry. Yeah. 5th round. Okay, I meant he's not top front of the line. Like he's none
top. You know, first round. Yeah, let's just say first round pick.
Yeah, he's no first round pick. So it's like I'm not saying defensive end is different. I'm a firm believer, like Elaine said, first round, all defensive ends need to come off the board. If I can't get one early first round, I need to figure out a plan B. To me, when I look at the roster and I look at the people that progress, you get an outside linebacker in the second round, you can make him a monster. You get a defensive end in the second round, 9 times out of 10, the man ain't gonna make sniff in the football game.
And
damn.
Let me really harp on what you were saying about Arizona and Hassan Reddick. So Hassan Reddick, they try to play him at like middle linebacker or something. His first 3 years in Arizona. His last year in Arizona, they finally moved him to the outside and made him a rusher, and that's when he first got double-digit sacks.
Because they drafted that boy from Clemson.
Right. We got him at a good deal because it was like his first year actually producing, and no one actually knew if it was actually legitimate or not. Right.
So that's what we're doing with Brian Burns now.
So yeah, Brian Burns. So when you say Hassan Reddick did a better job of him, Hassan Reddick does a better job at holding up at the point of attack. He can play a traditional defensive end. Brian Burns.
You stay your black ass. Stay your black ass right there, Elaine. Repeat that. No. Repeat what you just said, Elaine. I want you to repeat that.
I said Brian Burns does a better, not Brian Burns, but Hassan Reddick does a better job holding up at the point of attack, right?
Facts.
Brian Burns' whole thing is speed. That's why I'm telling you he's playing out of position. This move to outside linebacker is going to improve. It's going to improve his game immensely.
A lot.
Because now he's lining up wider.
So bet on one of y'all niggas bet on 15 sacks there. Since you talking that immensely shit.
What? That's a very specific
first of all,
number, man.
I'm welcome to the bet, but are we doing this on our own at home? Are we doing this on home? Like we gonna do this on our team? Like we gonna put that up there like that? You gonna bet against Brian Burns' success?
Well, hold on, because you know what's happening is this, Dynasty King. Motherfuckers get to talking about Brian Burns elite this and Brian Burns elite that.
I'll never say that.
Listen, I'm a Panther fan long before Brian Burns. Hell, that bitch wasn't even born when I was a Panther fan. You know what I mean? I say that to say this. If a lot of you Panther fans insist on him being elite, that's what I've been hearing. That seems to be the last and the growing argument picking up here lately. Brian Burns being elite. I asked y'all at the start of the live, was he overvalued? 96% of y'all said no. I'm in that small 4% that say yes, he is.
Oh, you're not acknowledging, man. There's tears to this shit, man. He's not Nick Bosa.
No. I am acknowledging his tears to this. That's why I don't believe he's worth what y'all say he worth. Because look, Elay, answer this. If the Bosas of the world, right, let's say that proverbial top tier, finishing the season 18 sacks type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the next level behind them would be the Brian Burns tier.
Exactly.
A average 9.5 sack guy.
Yeah, you're 9.5 because only 10 guys last year had 10 sacks or more.
10 is a low number when you're talking about defensive ends.
Brian Burns is not that guy. I mean, not to say he can do it by himself.
No, every year he's had.
Let me ask you a question. How you feel about Bradley Chubb?
You killing it.
How you feel about Bradley Chubb? Like if Bradley Chubb was able to,
you know, each one of them niggas got their own attributes. You see what I'm saying? See, Bradley Chubb, he ain't no fucking Joey Bosa. He's not no TJ Watt. He ain't even Myles Garrett, and I'm talking about Chubb.
Bradley Chubb ain't really do shit besides his rookie season.
Exactly, he ain't really done nothing.
See, Elaine, you gave him the month. Let him shoot himself.
My bad.
I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know, Dynasty King.
He was setting you up, man.
I put that nigga in the same class as a Brian Burns.
You gonna be like, hey, nigga, he out there with the pistol. Get back in the house. Don't do that.
Yeah. My bad. It was a setup, man. I fucked it up. Go ahead, man.
You can't, nigga. You can't set me up if I sold you the dope and you had a wire and surveillance on. You still wouldn't catch it.
All right. So give me. All right, we said it. Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, the Bosas. All right, you put them in their own category. Brian Burns and who else is what I'm saying? Like the next tier is Brian Burns.
It's Bradley Chubb.
But somebody like Hassan Riddick is a tier above Brian Burns. You feel what I'm saying? I think okay. Is Hassan Riddick better than Brian Burns at that respective position? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And y'all do know what Hassan Riddick is getting paid, right?
Ooh, why you set me?
You see what I'm saying, Dynasty King?
Ooh. Yeah, I know, because when Philly paid him, it broke my heart that we paid them bum ass quarterbacks, so we couldn't pay the nigga. So I know exactly.
So look, y'all just agreed that Hassan Riddick better than Brian Burns. But Brian Burns signing this $16,012,000 for the 5th-year option, he getting a little more money than Hassan Riddick get.
Look,
you're right. Let me tell you. I'm gonna say this though.
It's a small differential. Hassan Riddick's averaging like 13 sacks in the past 2 years. Brian Burns is about 10, right?
Yeah, no, quit adding shit on 9.5.
No. Wait. For the last 2 years, he had 9 the year before, then he had 12. So that means he's right at 10.5, 11.
You better do the math, young thug.
Let's get his statistics correct, right?
Yeah.
Every year, besides the worst year Brian Burns had was like 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Besides that, 2 years of 9.5.
Yeah.
Then 12.
No, not 9.5. He had 1 sack. Y'all need to get these numbers right.
Let's do that.
He averaged 9.5 sacks out of 4 seasons. That's where he at. He got 12.5 last year, first year and only year to average or to finish the season with double-digit sacks.
Okay, all right. Before you say that, I need somebody in the chat. I need somebody in the chat. Look up Hassan Riddick's first 4 years and give us the average number of sacks he had.
Let's confirm.
No. But listen. But what's this guy's name again? Fantasy King, something like this.
Yeah, Dynasty King.
Dynasty King. But you got to realize, bro, you're talking about the time how they played him, where he was drafted at. He was drafted a top 10 pick to be a pass rusher, and then they moved him to middle linebacker.
Okay, so give me The first year he was a middle linebacker. Second year he was. All right. Third year he was played outside linebacker. He barely got any sacks. I think he had like 7. Then in the very next year he had 12, and then that year after that, Carolina got him and he had 14.
Let me correct Unc real quick. He did 7.5. He did 2 years of 9 sacks, and then he did a year of 12.5.
Yeah, I told you he didn't do double years of 9.5 sacks.
Right. It was 9. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
so he's averaging.
Look, man, if y'all want to make a case for Brian Burns being a fucking elite pass rusher,
nobody's making
Nobody said that.
Man, a lot of motherfuckers been saying it. Y'all been saying it.
Nobody said it on this panel.
No, Elaine said it. Elaine said Brian Burns is an elite pass rusher.
I said he's an above. He's an above average, and motherfucker said I was stupid because he's not above average. But to get a nigga who averages 9 sacks, 10 sacks a year, it's gonna cost you about $20 million because most players ain't doing that. What player is in Brian Burns' tier? Like, name the defensive ends that are better than him. It's a short ass list. It's a super short list. You couldn't be a 10 player, man.
Well, that nigga make a case for Brian Burns.
Wait, you laughing? Besides the 6 that we named.
He said, name any other. Yeah. But see, Elaine, you 100% right, my G.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking the Brian Burns tier, let's say he has his own tier, right? He would be like the top of his own tier.
Yep, and I'm gonna give you Hassan Reddick.
Nah, Hassan ain't in his tier. Hassan's better than Brian Burns.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna move Hassan Reddick up there with the Bosas.
Yeah, that's where Hassan is. He in that tier. He in the top tier. Brian Burns in tier B.
Nah, check this out. I don't even want to do that. What I want to do is name every single defensive end that's better than Brian Burns. It's a short ass list. For as fucked up as his deficiencies are, it's a short list of who's better.
Well, let's do that. Go ahead. And I'm watch. You're gonna classify the tiers just by naming the players better. Go ahead.
I'm looking at a list right now, I'm looking at a list right now. I see TJ Watt.
Facts.
I see Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett, Khalil Mack. He's not that much better than Burns. Max Crosby.
Yeah, the fuck he is. Because when Khalil Mack want to take a fucking game over, it ain't nobody stopping him. Brian Burns ain't that.
We ain't seen Khalil Mack do that since Chicago, so I'm not running.
Hey, look, nigga, I've seen that nigga get mad and take a fucking game over.
No, I'm saying he's the one that I'll be like, he's the most closest comparable to Brian Burns. That's the one I would say that's most comparable.
Chubb is not even in that man. Brian Burns can't. Bradley Chubb can't even lace that nigga's shoes.
We're not talking about Bradley Chubb. We're talking about Brian Burns.
See, hey, listen.
Now stop right there. Stop right there, Al. Brian Burns versus Khalil Mack. Now we're starting to see a separation in the tier.
Nah, man. I've asked you guys to name defensive ends better than Brian Burns, and y'all struggling.
Cameron Jordan.
That nigga just named you about 7
Brian Burns is Chandler Jones.
Hey, hold on. Start it over.
You want me to keep going? He wants me to keep going.
Start it over. Start over.
Yes.
TJ Watt, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett, Khalil Mack, Max Crosby,
6,
Von Miller, Cameron Jordan,
8,
Shaquille Barrett, Chandler Jones.
That's it. Don't name no motherfucking more.
Matt Judon.
Cameron Jordan, take off the list.
The list gets weird after 7. The list gets funny.
Why would you take Cameron Jordan off the list?
Crazy as hell, Elaine. It might get fuzzy after 10. 11.
Nah, it's real funny.
No, we're not doing that, We're not doing that. You're not going to. All right. After Cameron Jordan, the rest of me start looking shady. They start looking dark.
Yeah, fuck like Cam Jordan. Cam Jordan. Brian Burns better than Cam Jordan.
Okay, and that man just said Cam Jordan. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you reaching now. Stop. The stars maybe 6. That's
You've been doing it for a lot longer, a lot better, and a lot higher quality.
We're talking about right now.
That's the point. This nigga ain't had that many years to play. So
we talking like right now, presently. Ain't no way in the hell Cam Jordan better than Brian Burns.
So
And
go.
I hate Cam Jordan ass. I hate
So
that
go look at
motherfucker.
Myles Garrett's first 4 years sack years. Now go look at his first sack years.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare him to the elite defensive ends. What I'm saying is that you can't name so many players before you get to Brian Burns.
That's
Brian
playing
Burns
right now, playing at their highest level. That's better than Brian Burns. There's not that many. I know y'all want to say it, but the most recent football on the field, there's not 6 players better than Brian Burns at that position.
Get the fuck out of here. 6?
You reaching right now.
Well, hold on,
Y'all was
Dynasty
reaching after
King.
7.
Hey, Al, start from the top and go slow.
I don't even know if I'm there still, bro. It's T.J. Watt, Joey Bosa, Garrett.
All right, stop right there. T.J. Watt.
Check.
Joey Bosa.
Check.
Garrett. You know, hold on, because I don't want these niggas to get us twisted.
I'm just going off a pay scale too. There's not even people that.
Now carry on. Give me 2 more. Al.
Garrett, Max Crosby.
I see Max Crosby being better than Brian Burns because he can take over.
Then you got old ass Von Miller still up there.
Hell yeah. But Von Miller's still better than Brian Burns.
These are numbers though. This is just a pay scale.
I'm not letting that one go.
I gave it to you. It's getting shaky. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna let that one slide. Because I can't see the man on the field.
What's my nigga? What's my nigga name from the out there play with the Chargers?
The other Bosa brother.
Yes, the other Bosa brother.
Yeah, y'all forgot about him.
And Khalil Mack.
So right now he got 5 on the list. I'm gonna let Von Miller slide.
Yep.
No, I said the one Bosa because he gets paid more. The Bosa that's in LA, he gets paid right now. Nick Bosa's waiting to get paid. This is the pay scale I'm talking about.
All right, hold on. Y'all forgetting the little nigga out of Dallas. I like that little nigga out of Dallas. He cut different. I think he's better than Brian Burns right now.
I didn't forget.
Parsons?
I didn't forget. I was doing the count. Your man said TJ, both Bosas. That's 3. He said Myles Garrett, Von Miller. I'm gonna give Micah Parsons. After that, there's no more.
Nah, bro, but you're not listening, bro. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about this is. I'm looking at a list that's just about the pay scale. I'm talking about just the pay scale.
Bro, we understand what you're saying, bro. Now name another defensive end that's better. You can't.
Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa.
Because y'all forgetting Hassan Riddick.
Hassan Riddick is an outside linebacker. So is Micah Parsons.
Here's the problem, There's 64 starting defensive ends. We haven't even named 15 yet, and we're already arguing. That means Brian Burns falls somewhere between 1 and 15.
Yeah, see, all I'm trying to do is get a tier established. You feel what I'm saying? So if you got a T.J. Watt, Joey Bosa, Myles Garrett, right?
When Elaine and finishing. They start talking about outside linebacker in the end. Now they're talking semantics because it's definitely the same position when they're playing that defense. Cowboys play a 3-4 defense.
Hold on, fellas. I would give that tier A. TJ, Joey, and Myles Garrett, like defensive ends or edge rushers in the league right now. Those top 3 dogs right there can single-handedly change the game whenever they want to. I think. And I think the little nigga from Dallas too, but I don't want to put him in that tier yet. But shout out, hold on, who that? Shout out T Wells for that super chat, lighting the goddamn screen up. T Wells say, what are these Burn fans going to do if he decides to sit out this year? Can't have a guy's averaging 9.5 sacks acting like walking around like he's elite.
Nobody said he's elite. He's in
the he said Brian Burns walking around like he elite.
Look, man, I'm just trying to
we got
out
Andrew in the building. Shout out Andrew.
Andrew, talk some sense, man. Go ahead.
You know what separates everything right now? I guarantee you right now, the Panthers are offering him the pay commensurate to his stats. But he's not a game changer. He's not an impact player. He's not the player you
Thank
remember.
you, Andrew.
I
He
agree.
got in the fourth quarter, like Aaron Donald put on the Bengals in the Super Bowl. He's not. He hasn't shown that ability to do that.
I
He's averaged
Can we put Aaron
I
Donald in that conversation
Thank
too?
you,
Was
No,
Andrew.
he?
we
Yes.
can't.
No,
That
not right now.
defensive tackle, stop
what I'm
it.
saying is, what happened was when the LA Rams offered those 2 first-round picks, his head got big, man. He's holding out for the big money. He's holding out for 25 to 30 mil a year. And the Panthers, I'm telling you, are saying your numbers just don't put you in that category.
Nothing Andrew
They
said.
don't,
you know what?
Andrew. They don't.
Bro, nothing Andrew
Now
said
pause.
is
Let me
saying
push
is
back on that.
It's not contradicting anything that I said. No one said he's elite. 9 sacks a year is going to cost you about $20 million. Nick Bosa production is going to cost you about 35. That's just the reality. No one's making the claim that he's elite. He's above average defensive end. We're over here fussing.
But what we're saying, or at least what I'm saying, is if 20 million or 21 million is not close enough for him, then you got to let him go. Otherwise,
that's fair.
You're putting
Okay, all right. Let me push back on that. Let me push back on that because here's the problem. I know everybody's saying you gotta let him go. Now look how it's set up. Brian Burns is getting every dollar he wants, and I'm gonna tell you the exact reason why. First reason, we don't have a first round pick next year. There's not one available.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Second reason, top defensive ends don't go to different teams. They get re-signed. TJ Watt ain't going nowhere. Myles Garrett ain't going nowhere. Nick Bosa ain't going nowhere. Ain't none of these motherfuckers moving. Another 3 reason they gonna give him the money is because next year he's gonna there's gonna be money there for him.
Yeah,
and the most important thing, nobody wants to see this ever-roll defense without this man locked up with it.
But Dynasty, let me ask you this. We don't have a number 1 pick next year, but do you think for 1 minute, if the Carolina Panthers don't trade, if they don't trade Brian Burns, they're not going to ask for a number 1 pick in return? Hell, they turned down 2 number 1 picks.
And you know what? I'm 100% with you on that, Andrew. But here's the thing: motherfucker was calling out Burns before the draft happened. People got to remember, like, look, they wanted him then for those picks now. Now we could trade him. We really could. But the problem is, since we got him on contract still, we going to play him out this year. And when we play him out, right now what we're doing, we picking our poison. Hey, do we pay this man a little bit over $20 million a year and see if he can become what we drafted him to be? Or do we give him a chance to go somewhere else, be exactly what we thought he could be? Then all of a sudden, we still holding our dick in our hands, wondering what we going to do with this defense and how we going to get to the quarterback. Because if you take Brian Burns away, quarterbacks are going to have all fucking year.
So
they got that all goddamn ready, Dynasty King.
We haven't seen Brian Burns' ceiling yet. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely haven't. I'm saying that the man he was an outside linebacker.
Yeah, I think 12 and a half is his ceiling. That's where we differ.
You know what? I disagree. And let me tell you why I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree for 2 reasons. 1, he ain't played his normal position since he's been in the NFL. And 2, he hasn't had good NFL coaching since he's been in the NFL. Let's see what the man actually can do. Give him his natural position.
Did Ron Rivy ever drafted?
Huh? Okay, he got drafted, but he got coached with Rule. Rivera was only here for
I can't argue that. Nigga play that Rule card. I told you. That's the big joker. You get that card every time, nigga. Shout out. Who is that? Let me see who that is.
I think we all agree that, well, maybe not you, Unc, but I think he's a pretty good player. But how much are you willing to give him? Are you willing to give him $25 to $30 million because you think that he could be a Myles Garrett, or turn around and say, hey, we're strapped for money. We haven't even signed Bryce Young yet.
Shout out to the Shire Cat. Say if LA Rams still want Brian Burns, trade Carolina, get Aaron Donald, or get Aaron and LA Rams get Burns. I would do this shit before you can goddamn wake up in the morning.
First of all, let's be 100% honest. Unless a motherfucker got $100 million, Aaron ain't going nowhere. He'll retire before he left LA. That's one thing. 2 thing is, I feel you there though. Like to pay $25 million for a defensive end that doesn't produce like you want to produce, but you got to look in the mirror sometimes at the Carolina Panther organization and say, is that on his abilities or our fuck ups? Because we crippled so many position players because we made all these fucking mistakes. Now, what if this nigga gets signed? Know why LA won him? That's why Chicago offered first round picks for him. LA offered first round picks for him. These niggas know what this nigga can do. They was like, oh, y'all don't want to coach him up? Send him here. We got him. We'll take care of him. Because I'm here to tell you, if LA was planning on giving him 2 first round picks for that motherfucker, they about to break the bag open for him. That means that man's better than y'all think. I promise you that.
No, they want him because he's not the main pass rusher. That's why they want him. And they know that with him, he can actually add to it. Instead of him trying to be the main focus, and he only come up with 6, 7 sacks, 8 sacks a year. That's why they want him. Because if you pair him with, if you have Aaron
hold on, fellas. I'm sorry. I got to do this. Shout out Atlanta, boy. Where the fuck you been at, boy? Shout out Atlanta boy in the chat, nigga. Good to see you, boy. Hey, Atlanta boy. The season back. That nigga training camp next week. That nigga's juiced up. Y'all know where to come. Matter of fact, I'm live. I might be live every day training camps here. I don't know. Matter of fact, I know I am. I know I'm live every day training camp is in session. Ain't no fucking problem about that. Content, but still in all, shout out Atlanta boy. Good to see you, my G. That nigga been missing out the chat for about 6 months. Shout out Atlanta boy. I ain't seen him since the off season. You know what I mean? But he back now. Training camps upon us. We locked in. This is Members Monday, Atlanta boy. Get you a $4.99 membership for the season. Get here. I got 3 spots left for moderators. $50 a piece for the rich, and they ain't going. I'm sorry, I gotta do it like that. I got three moderator spots left before the season start. After the season start, we going in with who the fuck we got. Shout out all the moderators we locked in with. Yeah, if y'all know something, I've been working since the off season. If it's any Panther podcaster who been working since the off season, it been me. You know what I mean? And mind you, I work every fucking day. I get tired with my family every fucking day. I'll bust my wife ass every chance I get. You hear me? But I go live. You know what I mean? I'm pushing this content because it's hey, look, at the end of the day, you know, to keep it a whole thing with y'all Panther Nation 2020. Y'all know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't stop. I won't stop. I mean, I got a vision. I got a vision in my vision, and I got tunnel vision. You feel me? I got tunnel vision on the vision, and I can't stop. And it's gonna be like that. Shout out! Hey, look, this is Members Monday Part 2. Y'all step on the like button. If you ain't a member, you bullshit. Stop playing. Cause hey, look, Andrew. After week 1, Members Monday, I might have to goddamn just stop the live altogether because if they ain't got a membership, they can't get in on the panel. I'd have told you. Shit, and you gonna want in on this smoke. It's gonna be some smoke.
Yeah. Remember Monday?
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, yo, I was just thinking because of this money shit when it comes to the cap, the reason why you can sign Brian Burns to a contract like that and it don't hurt you. Because we got a rookie quarterback. We ain't got to pay a big check to a QB. That's going to save our money.
Yeah, well, Dynasty King, I didn't talk to you this morning. What you feel about Bryce possibly wanting the entire signing bonus at signing?
Hey, look, this is one thing that I know is signing bonuses don't cripple the salary cap as much as people think. They just hear the number and they be like, yo, that's all the money that we got on our salary cap. So I want to tell y'all to relax. It's not going to do the damage you think it's going to do. And times 2, the motherfucker's smart. It's not like the nigga didn't make $8 million in college playing football. He knows how this game goes now. They done broke this motherfucker in. So I ain't got a problem with it. Get your money, my guy. Because other quarterbacks, they used to try to get it in installments and shit. They realized that after that first bag, it's a long road for another one. So if that's what it takes for him, give it to him. Don't hate. Don't argue with it. Let that man get what he needs because you asking him to do a lot right now. You asking him to resurrect the franchise that's almost on a lifeline. Get that man his money.
Shout out Jam. You all right, nigga? What you doing over there?
It's making sure the family getting down safe. It's time to get the kids to sleep, and I just been cleaning the house and doing a little bit of everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad you pulled up. I had to run a part 2 on Members Monday.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start doing that.
that.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to start running 2 parts of the Members Monday. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Jam, let me ask you something. Since you new to the party,
All right.
is Brian Burns overvalued? 1 and 2, did we miss out on DeAndre Hopkins?
Okay. Well, I'll start with Brian Burns. I look at it like this. Okay, so basically, what Brian Burns is getting paid for now, or what he would be getting paid for now, is everything he's done up to this point. Because if you think about it, you can't pay him for what he has not done yet. So he's getting paid for everything that he's done up to this point. If you look at his numbers, even though they're not elite numbers like others, every year he has progressed. He has gotten better and better, whether somebody likes it or not. The facts are facts. He's gotten better each year, especially with his sacks. So I just say you go by somebody of his caliber, compare the two, whatever that player is making, then that's where you start your negotiation at. That's my personal. That's how I feel, because that would just be like me being at work. If I feel like each year I'm progressing, that means each year I need more money.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, that still don't answer my question. Is he overvalued or not?
I say no, only because of the progression, and he's got age on his side. The guy's only 25, so he's still young. So that means he's still got room for more progression.
I like that. I can take that. Well, what about DeAndre Hopkins? Did the Carolina Panthers miss on him?
Yeah, because that would have really, because we know the talks right now. Carolina don't really have a number 1. Had we got Hopkins, we would have solidified a number 1. Yeah, so we missed out on that one. I think Scott, he been finessing all year. He should have finessed that one.
I don't think he could have. I think DeAndre and his representatives was so stuck or set on certain numbers. If a team didn't meet them, they wouldn't sign him, because now that I think about it, DeAndre Hopkins went to the Tennessee Titans. So it ain't a matter of a rookie quarterback or a quarterback to say. It ain't about who's throwing them the football. So you can't say he didn't want to play with a rookie quarterback or Bryce Young. It was all about the money, man.
Yeah, because you can't say that he was going there.
What he said is value. And see, DeAndre Hopkins had all the leverage too, yo.
Oh yeah.
That black ass nigga stood on social media smiling and shit. All he did, he ain't say nothing. All he did was stand on social media and smile at the cameras and act like he'll go here and smile about this location.
Yeah. Said they was rolling out red carpets for him, treating him like it was a college visit.
I mean, but you do know he could have went to a lot of teams that was essentially
See, that's how you also know that it was all about them coins, because he didn't go to no contender to that's going to play for a Super Bowl right now. Tennessee's not there right now. So that means he's chasing that bag, which, I mean, maybe he feels like, okay, it is getting ready to be the latter part of my career, so let me go ahead and get as much coins as I can get.
Yeah, he on his way out. I'm looking at his career numbers. 853 total career catches.
That's facts.
11,298 yards total reception yards. He got 71 career touchdowns. By all accounts, if let's say this is his last year and he finished with 80 passing touchdowns,
Right.
probably a little over 12,000 yards, well over 900 catches. I mean,
Right.
he won't be 1,000 reception receiver, but basically he'll be a 900 catch receiver. All 1,000 yard, all 1,000 reception receivers are in fact Hall of Famers. So with that being said, if DeAndre Hopkins does in fact post a good year in Cleveland this year, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer at wide receiver.
Yeah,
No.
Tennessee.
I pose you this question right here. Did we play it smart? Because would you want Hopkins on the latter part where he's probably getting ready to start declining in his play?
I think that's exactly what Fitterer was thinking about.
Would you want
already got a Adam
the same team starting at the same time? Would you want Thielen starting opposite with Hopkins at the same time when they both slowing up and we need speed and youth on the field? Would you want?
No, you gotta have some youth, and I think that's what we was thinking about.
Because think about it, if you got Thielen and you got Hopkins, then that means you're not really able to develop your youngs because they're gonna be fine. Bryce is gonna be finding Adam Thielen or Hopkins. So that means doggone Mingo's probably just out there in La La Land. Might get some catches here and there, but Hopkins and Adam and Hurst would be Bryce's security blanket. He knows, okay, I can go to these guys because they're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
So that's gonna slow Mingo's progression. So I think they played it the way they need to play it. You got just the right amount of veterans. Adam and Hurst. And Chenault is a veteran, so you got just the right amount of young folks.
That's what I put in the chat earlier. Is that my bad, bro? That's what I put in the chat earlier. Is that if we wouldn't have signed Thielen, then a D-Hop signing would have been goddamn perfect, amazing. But we got Thielen already, so now we got two of the same receiver, and we just don't need that, bro. We got to get youth on the field, like he's saying. We got to do that. So if we hadn't signed Thielen, Hopkins would have been amazing pickup. But right now, it's not, bro. It's not.
On some real shit, we didn't have the money for him. That's one. And two, honestly, I think Hopkins made the worst decision he could have ever made going to Tennessee.
No, he didn't, because Hopkins was chasing that bag. So to him, he made the best decision.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be one of his last years, if not his last year getting the bag, because with no quarterbacks, what numbers you putting up?
That's why.
Like I told y'all, I see that nigga dying in Tennessee.
Y'all keep sleeping on Tannehill like Tannehill's trash. Tannehill's not trash,
garbage.
Bro. No, he's not, bro.
Garbage.
You must
he ain't garbage.
Bro. No, he garbage. Let me tell you why. Let me explain why.
It ain't only about Tannehill, because right now that's all they got. They got D-Hop, they got Henry, and they got Tannehill. That's all they got.
Yo, let's put this out here. I understand how motherfuckers look. I know your team went to the playoffs, but let's look at the individual quarterback play. Let's not look at Derrick Henry saving this man's ass, because every time he got him to a playoff game, they shut Derrick Henry down. That motherfucking Tannehill couldn't do shit. Look what happened. He went against the Cincinnati. Derrick Henry was doing his job. The defense had 10 sacks, and he couldn't pull away that W.
I put it like this right here. Tannehill wouldn't still be starting if he was that bad. He'd be somebody's backup.
Baker Mayfield starting. Don't give me that bullshit argument. Garbage quarterbacks that's white get a second chance, a third chance.
You're going whatever, bro. You're making it seem like he's horrible. I mean, he's a legit starting quarterback in the NFL. You're making it seem like
a veteran quarterback.
Good. He's a veteran quarterback.
He's reaching, bro.
We're not saying Tannehill. We're not saying he's a Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, but he's a game manager. He can manage a game.
I tell you this, he would have took Carolina to the playoffs if he would have been starting for us for the last couple of years. I swear to God, he would have.
No, the fuck he wouldn't.
Yes, he would have.
No, the fuck he wouldn't.
He took
Y'all
Okay,
got
okay.
better than
I put it like this.
He took a trash.
Andy Dalton.
Goddamn Mike. What was that coach's name? Was on meth at the fucking meeting when they introduced that, but he's smoking meth, his eyes fucking 100 wide open. He took that to the Dolphins to the fucking playoffs.
But I put it like this: Andy Dalton and Tannehill is right there together. That he's that type of quarterback. Andy Dalton can get you some wins. Tannehill can get you some wins.
Yeah, they're the same quarterback. You're right. I like that. I like that comparison right there, though. That's a good one.
Wow.
Oh no, but what was I? I was gonna say no, I wanted to talk about Thielen too because I didn't get to talk about Thielen, but I said what I had to say. So,
I put it like this. Now, if we talking about Thielen, everything I've seen so far with Thielen still look like he got a little jump in his step.
Yo, I just want to say Ryan Tannehill had one good year, dog. Look at the record, bro. Ryan Tannehill, that man had one good year where he showed his ass. Every other year, he throws half as many interceptions as he does touchdowns, and they barely over shit. Last year, he had 13. The year before, I think he had 21 touchdowns, maybe, and like 15 interceptions. That's not a good quarterback. That's not. I don't know what y'all think. That is not a good quarterback.
You still got more TDs than interceptions.
Oh, that's what the bar said? In that case, every quarterback is good.
No, you got some quarterbacks that go. You got some quarterbacks that split even. Look at Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston throws as many interceptions as he does touchdowns. That mug might have 25.
So you mean to tell me if a man throws 60% towards his touchdown radius, so he throws 24 touchdowns.
Because there's no
13
interceptions. Listen, there's no context. You can't look at those two touchdown and interception ratio and just say it is what it is because there's no context behind it. You don't know. It could half the interception could be the receiver's fault. He can be throwing it right in the receiver's chest and the receiver not catch it. So you can't say
rookie wideouts last year, and he was hurt too. He played with all rookie wideouts last year, and he was hurt too. So you got to get that. He lost AJ Brown. What happened when he lost AJ Brown? Of course, it's definitely a drop ball.
What happened when he had AJ Brown? He threw 24 touchdowns and 15 interceptions.
Okay. All right. So what's up with that?
That's average.
And they went to the conference championship game, right?
They said Derrick Henry.
And they went to the conference championship game, right?
They said Derrick Henry. And he got his ass. And he threw 3 interceptions in that conference game.
All right.
With AJ Brown.
Everybody can't win. Everybody can't win, bro. Somebody got to think about it.
Bro, y'all give everybody an excuse, and it seems like whether they're on our teams or not. That's all I want to say. If you garbage, there's a stimulus package of the reason why you garbage, and y'all like give him another chance.
Hey, real quick, shout out OC615. OC615 say it don't matter who the Tennessee Titan quarterback is. They will beat the fuck out the Panthers. Fact.
Give me 500.
First off, OC615. For a motherfucker to say that his statement is a fact out of his own mouth has to be a fucking insecure motherfucker anyway. How in the hell do you write a statement and put the fucking words fact behind something you said? You gotta let another man or a woman put the fact claim on what the hell you say. You can't call what you say a fact. The hell wrong with you, OC615? Now I know you don't know shit. We gonna drag the fuck out the Tennessee Titans.
This mother probably ran on his stomach, kicking his legs back and forth, coloring book. Who the heck is that?
Hey, shout out Maserati Swift in the chat. Maserati, I see you, my
I heard that. That's a cool name right there.
Hey,
let's be real.
Hey, Jam, real quick. Hold on, Dynasty King Jam.
Yeah.
September 30th.
Nah, I got my baby. Okay, so is a greet and meet. Meet and greet.
Yeah. We can call it a greet and meet instead of meet and greet.
Yeah, greet and meet. Greet us and we'll meet you.
Yo,
Yeah. I just thought I'd run that by you. Where you go be at on the 30th of September?
30th September. See, I'll be freshly married by a couple of days. Oh, I might be on vacay that week.
There you go.
So that's good. Yeah, so I'll be
Oh, you gonna be on your honeymoon?
Yeah, it should be.
We're not doing no traditional honeymoon. So I'll be in town.
Well, yeah, I would. Hey, Jam, I would love for you and your wife to pull up for a few hours and fuck with us.
Oh yeah. We'll be in town. We'll be there.
I might. Hey, Jam, I'm thinking about running it back at the same exact location.
Hey, that's fine with me because that spot was. I'm telling you, that's a chill spot right there.
All right. Well, if you like it, nigga, I love it. We running it back.
Let's do it.
Hey, can I just say something real quick, about my family? You know, I came up. I'm in Statesville right now, and I got up here. My cousin, he about 51, 52. He had to have like some kind of heart stent put in his chest, and he got to go get open heart surgery next week. So he had the first one and went good, bro. He's doing good. I'm glad. I'm so happy, bro. The whole family's ecstatic, you know what I'm saying? So next week is another big one. So just keep praying for me or praying for the family, you know.
Yeah, we got you. Al. We gonna hold you up over here, baby. Shout out Al in the chat, man. Let him know we got him in our prayers. We gonna hold you up, man. And that's good news, Al. The first one was successful. That's good news, man.
Yeah, they put it in there. They had put a stent unclogged.
Matter of fact, while you saying that, let us check on Danielle Certain. Danielle, how my dudes doing? We gotta ask Danielle how my dudes is doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. We keep each other up over here. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, that what was his name? 0657 whatever. I bet you he land on his
stomach. OC615.
He land on his stomach, kicking his legs back and forth, coloring in the coloring book. Talking about, let me type this real quick. This right here be good. Man, if you think Tennessee better stay at the house.
Man, stop playing. Y'all played Ryan Tannehill the man a minute ago. Even though they drafted a quarterback 2 years back to back, y'all played that man's the man.
You sitting there talking like we just said this man was Patrick Mahomes. We said this man can manage a game. We ain't say this man was daggone Superman.
Yeah.
You taking it another step. But I don't care if the man was. I don't care if he was Thor. He ain't coming into Carolina thinking he getting ready to put his hammer down.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all can dispute it. Ryan Tannehill at the bottom of the bottom 5, bottom 10 quarterbacks in the league.
And OC65. Now that's facts.
Shout out Trucker 49. Say putting in that work for real. This ain't work. Shout out Trucker. I'm just getting started, man. Right now, over here, _2020, we controlling all Panther content algorithm right now, and it ain't no fucking fraud. This ain't no fucking facade. I ain't fronting when I say that. I know this for a fact. You know how I know, Jam? You know how I know? You know how I know Dynasty King? You know how I know Andrew? Al, you know who told me we running the algorithm when it come to the Carolina Panther content?
I tell you who
told me that shit, goddamn. YouTube told me that.
Oh, now that's facts.
Shit, why? Hey, look, if this was a regular NFL season, right, Jam? And _2020 was an NFC South team. Right now, we on a 10-0 run, goddamn it. Fuck, I look like stopping. Fuck, I look like stopping. Right now, we 10-0, Jam. I see the playoffs, NFC Championship, this Super Bowl. I ain't stopping for shit.
What makes that impressive, Unc? What makes that impressive is you got those numbers in the offseason.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, I wouldn't go say nothing. Shout out, Andrew. Shout out, Andrew.
You know, during the football season, more people tune in and stuff like that.
Oh, man.
You show those kind of numbers, man. That's why they reached out to you.
Well, it's going to take them a long time to kind of try to, play hula hoop around me when it comes to the algorithm and YouTube. So I really don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing. Look, I'm in it for the long run. Like I told y'all, shout out everybody that was at the meet and greet. We had a real close and personal conversation. This is why I made the meet and greet intimate, Jam. Because that's the type setting I want. I want to get to know y'all. I want y'all to get to know me. Meet my wife. You know what I mean?
Right.
Jam. For a month when I talked about the meet and greet, I said, come eat with me, come drink with me, smoke green things with me. That's exactly what I said. I meant that.
What you said, it's a family over here.
You goddamn right.
And then we had
right. And we're gonna run it back. We're running it back at the end of September.
But I'm taking niggas doggone word with with a grain of salt. Y'all say y'all coming, half of y'all didn't show.
It's all right. I ain't worried about it, Jam. Shit, I had enough. We had enough out there.
Right. The right people was there. We'll put it that way. The right ones was there.
And that's all that matters right there, for real.
That's a fact, fellas. I mean, I was happy with it. As long as everybody out there enjoyed themselves, I'm happy about it.
Oh yeah. I'm sipping on some of that margarita right now.
I just came from eating so much fucking Mexican food at this spot, man. I'm so fucking full right now. I'm sitting out here listening to these goddamn bugs. I heard these shit for a long ass time.
Hey, I'm outside my daggone self listening to the little crickets. Drinking on my margarita that Aunt fixed up for me.
Say that again, Jam.
I said I'm out here sipping on that margarita you fixed up.
Oh yeah, hey Jam, me too, nigga. I fell asleep there. Hey Jam, right there, no bullshit. I'd have had one good drink of this shit. That motherfucker serious business.
I ate it. I said, my son went in the refrigerator because you know I put it in that water bottle. My son gonna go in the refrigerator talk about some this mine. I said, boy, if you drink that, you be sleep for a week.
Oh, he gonna be sleep. I ain't got that, Jam. I had one drink, half a cup to be exact. You hear me?
That's a stout now.
There's pouring that tequila in that bitch like a little kid from goddamn House Party 1, huh?
Yep. Hey, we had a good time, man, and I'm gonna give y'all another chance to start RSVPing. I'm only keeping this 20 to 25 people long. I'm telling you, no more than 20, 25. So when that number's reached, I'm cutting the RSVPs off. The meet and greet dead at the 20, 25 people. So if you do know you want to be there in the Jam, everybody that was at the first one, y'all get half price RSVP. You hear me? I gotta show love. Y'all know exactly where the location is. You hear me? Half price on y'all. Whole price $50. If you ain't come to the first one, $50 for the location. I suggest you goddamn start RSVPing soon as possible.
Yeah. You gonna get mine this week.
Yeah, they say no more. Shout out Donnell Washington for becoming a new member tonight. Yeah. This is Members Monday Part 2. We had a good debate, Andrew. Andrew, you said, Andrew, one, that Brian Burns is not overrated, and you said no, we didn't miss out on D-Hop, right?
Yeah, I think he's a good player. I think that if he's expecting to get the numbers that TJ Watt and Myles Garrett are getting, I think that's going to be a long stretch for him. I really do. I'll put 20 to 23 million a year, I think, would be probably the tops. That's just what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's to me, that's well over Brian Burns' value. I don't know why I feel like that, but I just do. I've been watching that nigga since he been a Panther. And everything he's done since he been in uniform don't say pay him 20 plus.
Well, you got to move with time too. You got to think about the way the NFL is moving. So if you got somebody that's on the up and up, you can't. I mean, I guess you can, but you can't say, hey, well, this guy that's just barely scratching underneath you, we gonna pay more than you. and you doing more than him, but we're gonna pay you less. That because I wouldn't tolerate that. I'd be like, no, you ain't either.
Yeah.
But
And
but the
Facts,
his
Jam.
numbers are almost identical to Max Crosby last year, and Max Crosby I think is getting 22 something. So I would expect that Panthers will probably be in that area. But
23, 22, yeah.
Everything that I've read, I swear to you, Unc, everything that I've read looks to me like he's trying to get the same numbers that Myles Garrett's getting and TJ Watt. And he, when he gets 22 sacks like TJ Watt, then it's something to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
But I'll tell y'all, and I've been saying this since we've been talking about Brian Burns. Brian Burns' problem is, and when he learns to control this, Brian Burns is going to explode. He needs to slow down. He's 1,000 miles an hour. If Brian Burns slowed down just a tad bit, Brian Burns is at those tackles and those sacks, but he's blowing past guys. But he's playing too fast.
He's not. To me, he's overvalued. Not where the 5th-year option has him $16 million. I think that's exactly Brian Burns' value. So, like when you get to talking at 20 plus, I can't see it. Shout out Broski Bass. Say, Unc, I've sent you over $50 in super chats. Time to mod me up. He said, that's right. Shout out Broski Bad. No, sir. Don't work like that. You Broski. Now, Broski. You might send me 5. Yeah, now Broski, don't play with me now. If you want to be a mod, Broski, before the season starts, Broski, send me $50. Everybody else did it. Why you playing? Hey, look. Matter of fact, watch this, Broski.
Transactions.
Yeah, Broski's a slick ass son of a bitch.
Look, he tried to do what the Panthers are trying to do to Bryce. He tried to give you yours in installments.
Yeah, he did.
Let's be 100. Let's stay 100. So Brian Burns, since he came in the league, he might have played 1 year in a 4-3, legit 4-3. But besides that, Rivera tried to switch up the defense. And then they come in with the with a 3-3 something defense with the Matt Rule. So he does drop in the coverage. How's he looking coverage? I seen him get beat a couple times, running backs and such or whatever like that.
See, but everybody's thinking this is just a one-sided defense this year. It's not. It's a hybrid.
No, but I'm talking about he's been playing a hybrid defense is what I'm trying to say, bruh. He's been playing a hybrid defense. So he's not. He is rushing the pass for most of the time, but he does drop there out in coverage and drop out in their space, and he doesn't look really good in that defense, bro. I'm telling you, he hasn't done it. Like he doesn't look like that. He doesn't make the plays. At least one pick, couple strip fumbles. How many strip fumbles and stuff does he have? You don't got.
Shout out Broski Bad Broski. You somebody that been in the chat heavy now, and I would love nothing more than to put a moderator wrench on you, put you on the construction team, but you gonna have to pay $50. So go ahead, Broski, go ahead, send your 50, man. Let's get modded up for the night out. Quit playing with me. And you one that I will allow to be a moderator, but only for the $50 fee. Shout out Hollywood.
And it's got to have the tag on it. If you send that 50, make sure you put in that tag for my rent.
Yeah. If Broski send me 50, I know exactly what it's for.
Right.
I'm surprised you still going, huh?
Say what now, Hollywood?
I'm surprised you still going.
Yeah, this part 2. Well, Hollywood, I'm all right. It's a little bit after 9. It's a little bit after 9. We an hour, about an hour and 40 minutes in on the live. Hey, look, I dedicated 2 hours, at least a 2-hour live to the members. Minimum. Yeah, So we're gonna go for at least 2 hours, nigga. This members Monday. I don't lie. I ain't bullshitting when I say what I say.
Right. We just started a little late tonight. That's it.
Yeah, this part 2. We an hour and 30 minutes in. We still got about 30 minutes of live left.
8 o'clock usually dinner time.
Yeah, I ate already. See, I was able to do an early members Monday. We did part 1 early, about 12 o'clock.
Oh,
You hear me? We ran from 12 to 3:30 damn near.
Yep.
And he ain't pulled changes the last 2 days.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Shout out Rockhead, said Broski, bring your ass on over to the team. We waiting on the cash.
We can use you on the technician side.
Yeah. It's the construction team.
Yeah,
we
can use you.
fucking shit up. We the construction team for Tepper.
Right. Buy your hard hat.
Yeah. Broski got it. Broski got it. He'll drop it when he ready. You hear me? He'll drop it when he ready.
Yes, sir.
So the rookies, they report the 22nd, you said today, and then the vets report on the
22nd for the rookies, 25th for the veterans. And mind you, by the 25th, which is the Veterans Report Day, Bryce Young's tender must be signed.
Yep.
You understand?
I mean, they drafted him. They're not going to not sign him. Come on, man.
Well, the NFL has dates and deadlines for shit like that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
I've already done my due diligence because I got tired of waiting on the news of Bryce not signing and when. So I did my due diligence.
I wonder
if
they don't.
So whoever said that, this is why they give them that little break right that they're in right now. See, this is normally the time where people get signed and they start doing all their signs before training camp. That's why this break right here is happening.
Yeah, it's like,
give them a little
administrative work.
Right. Let us get everything straight. So what we saying is technically Bryce should have been signed by now.
Yeah.
But there's that holdup because
go ahead.
He's wanting what he's wanting, and he's wanting it all right now. He's like Jay-Z Wentworth. It's his money, and he wants it now.
I got a question for y'all. Has a player not ever signed their rookie deal, and then what is the protocol?
Oh, see,
I can tell you what the protocol is. I done my research, Hollywood. Watch this. If Bryce Young doesn't sign, right, the Carolina Panthers, now he has a deadline also, which would be August 8th to sign. If he don't sign when training camp starts, he has the August 8th. If he don't, the Carolina Panthers will in fact sign him to a 1-year deal. After this year, the start of the 2024 offseason or draft season or draft time, Bryce Young won't be under contract. So then the Carolina Panthers can trade that motherfucker or release him. But I doubt we get to that. That's drastic.
I was just wondering if there's a precedent for that.
I mean, it's protocol in place for that shit, but I don't see us getting there.
I don't see it either, but.
And honestly, Unc and Buddy, that most of the time it's always the early picks. They don't sign until late.
Yeah, they're usually the last ones.
Yeah, they're usually the last ones. And even like the first Bosa, it was like either Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa. Like they ain't signing until like the second day before, right before they're supposed to report to camp, because there's a lot more of like legal talk that you got to put in there so you can protect being such a high pick. You know what I'm saying?
Your wife is crazy. Sorry to cut you off. She said, "Why Shamar look like Jesus from the side?"
Yeah,
he do.
Hey, I have y'all know my nigga Shamar had my goddamn sneakers on when he pulled up on me at the meet and greet. You know what I mean? But see, Shamar Smith, nigga, he from my alma mater. He know what type tie we are. Oh, yeah, me. That nigga certified, cut from the same cloth I'm cut from. So shout out my nigga Shamar. Yeah, me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm a little salty with that nigga pulling up on me in them sneakers.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Shout out there, say he need to change his name to Sideways G.
Jeez.
He say the Black Messiah has returned. Hey, shout out Shamar. My nigga smoke like I smoke. I almost put his ass down though, cause he left me. When he left me, he was at the point of no return. I put it like that.
Hey,
I put it
he
like
was
that. That
he was
nigga do
sitting
heavy
over there in
though.
the
That nigga
cut.
heavy duty. Shout
He
out
was sitting over
Shamar.
there in the
My
cut
nigga
by
heavy
himself.
duty with the smoke.
Yeah, he was feeling it. He was sitting over there in the cut by himself for a minute there, like he was stuck.
He had to get himself back center.
Yeah,
Hey,
he was
y'all should have
stuck over
seen it
there.
though. Hey, Donna B was hounding his ass because evidently he ain't finished his pork sandwich fast enough.
Oh yeah, she was on
She was
everybody.
on some ward and shit. Like, nigga, hurry up,
Yeah,
eat. Hurry up, eat. I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
God damn.
He kept
Mom.
asking me. He kept asking me, talking about, so you need some help with that? You need some help with that? I was like, hey, if you want the plate, Donna B, you can have it. You ain't got to beat me up to get it.
Hey,
No.
Shamar say he lost his car. Yeah, he did. My nigga was blitzed. He was hit.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
DK. He say at Hollywood. He said Bo Jackson refused to sign with the Bucks, and if a player refused to sign, they would hold out and re-enter the draft the next year. That's something like something like that.
When
That's crazy.
it gets to that, they're usually just trade the player away, won't they? Didn't Elway refuse to play for the Colts. Manning
Yeah, I
refused.
mean, I don't remember ever seeing that type of shit happen in my natural life, but if
I
it
don't know.
did,
They
I'm
let
gonna
them.
tell you this. If thi-
Eli Manning.
if this happens,
Eli Manning refused to play for the Chargers.
So they just trade the pick. He let them know up front. They just trade the pick.
facts,
They just trade the pick.
facts, Andrew, talk
Bo
that shit real quick.
Jackson,
but
Elway.
what I'm saying to you, is if this in fact happens the way they just said it could happen, and we missed out on the chance to get CJ Stroud, and this nigga really don't even want to play for us, boy, I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah, I don't even want to look that far ahead, Jam, cause yeah,
Well,
it's gonna be a lot of
well,
turmoil there.
Oh yeah.
well,
I'm hot. We
People gonna
talking
find.
volcanic.
if you think about it, it's not that far away. Them dates is close.
Nah, but see, that's what Andrew's saying is that these players will let you know. Nah, I'm not playing for a shitty San Diego team.
Yeah,
Right now.
he in fact he told them, "Don't draft me. I'm not going to play in San
Yeah,
Diego."
I'm not gonna sign no contract with you. Yeah, they'll
And
tell
they
you that.
drafted him anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. See, they do that in the NFL and in the NBA, because you think about it. Kobe got drafted to Charlotte
To the Hornets.
and said I'm not playing here. So they turned around and drafted him, or not drafted him, but traded him to the Lakers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a precedent in place for that type of shit. Y'all right. Now that I think about it, hey, like with the Phillip Rivers situation and Eli Manning, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, look at this. What's his name? Rockhead said, what's his name? Didn't want to play for Carolina. Andrew Luck.
I got y'all black ass niggas right now,
So he
and
stayed.
everybody in the chat. Watch this shit, and this ain't gonna do nothing but start something. If all of this is to happen, and Bryce, or say the opportunity is presented to where the Panthers can somehow swap Bryce for CJ, how many of you motherfuckers as Panther fans are on? Hey, Andrew, you knew I was gonna do it. How many of y'all is on board with that
You
right
might get
now?
your player yet.
Hey,
God damn it, you
about to
already know I'm getting my goddamn CJ Stroud jersey day one.
you about to start the draft process all over again. You about to have these niggas talking and crying over Bryce and everything. You know how they was doing. Boy, Bryce
Yeah,
couldn't
but
do no
I'm just
wrong.
saying. See, we got to think. Well, I don't see that happening though. I think by the start of training camp, the Panthers gonna have the numbers worked out the way they able to pay Bryce that lump sum he wants,
Unless
and
they in
and
that
and
sweat
and I
like
and I
bullets.
think the deal gets done. But if Bryce does happen to play hardball, guys,
There's no way.
I don't know.
His contract is already. They had this contract worked out. Now, like you say, like I was saying earlier, it's just the little minutia that they're working on right now. Ain't no way they're gonna trade for the first pick and not have enough money to sign the first pick and the rest of the rookies. So they have
well,
this.
see, they wouldn't banking on Bryce not settling for installments. That's what happened. That's what this
That's where that curveball
that's
went
what
through.
this hold up is for.
That's a fact, now.
Bryce punched them in their fucking face when he said, "Oh no, I'm gonna need that all at the same time. Never mind that installment shit." See, that's where the delay coming in.
So when you say these installments, what do you mean by that? What do you talking about installments?
Morgan, Captain Mo said, ain't none of the top 4 quarterbacks signed yet.
Cause they waiting. They look. If we're going off of the logic that everybody talking about, these motherfuckers are waiting on a market to be set. Whether it's Bryce setting it or CJ setting it, I don't know. But if you ask me, Bryce. Oh yeah, facts. And Bryce don't obtain to them because his signing bonus is gonna be bigger anyway.
Right, because he went 1 overall, so it's always going to be bigger. But not only that, see that now I see it like you just said. The numbers are going to get corrected right before training camp, and then as soon as those other 3 see, Bryce got 100% of his, they gonna try to chase that, and then it might mess something up in their situation because they're they might not have finesses like we got finesses on our squad. So who's to say that some of these players might not be with who they with?
That's why it's important to go ahead and get the deal done first.
Honestly,
wait on,
I think that
wait on other organizations to get their.
See, this is if I could change something in the NFL, that's what I would change. As soon as we draft you, that next day we going over the contract. You're gonna tell me everything that you need or that you want, and we gonna get you signed right then, right there. That way we ain't got to play these, coming training camp time.
But what's the detriment to him not signing until 2 days? There's no detriment really, bro, because he's already went through the offseason rookie OTAs. He's already been through all this, the whole program, basically. So there's really no detriment. The only detriment is to his pocket if he was to hurry up and try to sign. That would be the only detriment to him, No,
I'm saying, and now say when he came, they talked logistics, obviously, when he came to the stadium the next day. But was it presented right then that no, I want all my signing bonus, or did it wait and lag a little bit and then he come back later and say, I want all my signing bonus? Now, after they done signed Mingo and all them, now they sitting around looking like, dang, I wish he would have said that a lot sooner.
Well, if it went like that, then he needs a new agent, bro, because why would you come late to the game and try to throw some extra shit in when you're supposed to stuff worked out?
When you say it like that, that's what's not making sense. So if he said that sooner, then this falls on Carolina, not on Bryce. Because if Bryce already told them that, then they should have made the proper arrangements to go ahead and say, well, we got your money and we got money for these rookies. But it seemed like they went ahead and signed Mingo and everybody else without having Bryce's stuff under wraps.
You boys are genius, man. And I'm going to tell you why, Jam. About a month ago, right? Maybe longer, the Carolina Panthers, where Scott Fitterer was breaking down the Carolina Panthers cap space. And then he alluded to 12 million, or what did he say? 12.7 million is what he said was dedicated to signing Bryce Young out of the 27 million they had at the time. He said 12 million. So Scott Fitterer then was under the impression Bryce was going to accept installments of his $26 million signing bonus, which would be that 12.7 million. You do the math right now, 12.7 twice. Let me see what that is.
That's 24, 25.
Yeah, that's 20. Yeah, that's 25.4. That's 25.4. Almost the amount of the signing bonus. So I think Scott Fitterer was under the impression that Bryce would accept installments on the signing bonus, and Bryce fucked him up. He threw a wrench in their game. You feel me? Speaking of wrenches, shout out Broski Bear. You ain't sitting at 50 yet.
Don't it sound like somebody came back later and said, you know what, scratch that, he wants the whole thing?
Yeah, it sounds
That's
like
probably
Bryce
what
did
it is,
that.
because I was under the impression, they already had numbers locked
Oh,
in
oh shit, my
before he
bad.
even got
Hold
out of
on,
there.
Hollywood, my bad, my G. Shout out Allen for that cash app. Say for Hopkins showed his ass with this move. He damn sure did. He got what he said he was gonna get. Shout out Allen for that cash app. I appreciate that love.
Once again, Hopkins just knows that, okay, this is the end, and this is the most I'm gonna get. This is the last and the most I'm gonna get. So he went with the biggest bag, which in that case is smart. If you know this is the end and this is the highest you're gonna get, well, I guess I ain't thinking about no ring either. Pay me my money.
Yeah,
I got to
Facts.
set myself up.
I already got a PED charge. I'm already trying to keep up, trying to stop from losing speed. Shit, better suck it up while you still get a little bit more, you know?
Yeah, like Unc said, this man got a family. He got all kinds. He's trying to get that bag so he can make sure they straight.
Shit. Yeah, I mean that's what he did. I mean, I can't fault him, but I think we missed out on him. If in fact the Carolina Panthers was looking for another pass catcher, but I think, like y'all said earlier, with his age and with the fact that we got Adam Thielen and his age, two age wide receivers and a
Yeah.
rookie quarterback don't do shit for Bryce.
No.
That don't do
Right.
shit for Bryce. Yeah, at the end of the day, in the long run,
Yeah, don't
to
do
me that may hinder his growth. You know what I mean?
Right. It's going
yeah.
even if it don't take it from Bryce, it's definitely going to take it from Mingo. Mingo's not going to be able to progress like that because he's basically going to be
Facts.
sitting back watching Hopkins and Adam Thielen get off.
Yep. Yeah, it would be a detriment to the young receivers that we need for the second and third year of Bryce Young's contract to where we can actually really take that proper step to actually winning, trying to be true contenders, you know?
It is
So
always good when you have a draft and you're going to draft a quarterback. It is always good to draft a wide receiver with that quarterback so they can grow together and
yeah,
catch that connection. So in year 3 and year 4, now that receiver hopefully is the top dog.
yeah. And
And it'll be like a Tom Brady and Gronk. Like they'll be on that type of page to where, Bryce won't even have to say, I need you to do this, this, this. They can basically feel what each other want, and like Steve and Jake done.
Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. That's a more better comparison right there. I would say.
Well, yeah, well, see, I guess I'll wait till, training camp gets on and underway before I start, really trying to distinguish what our number one wide receivers or who he's gonna be rather.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
I just
hold all
don't.
rights to reserve.
I don't see a number one on this squad. I see like this is going to be a collective. Like Bryce is going to spread the ball to
Well,
where
see,
this is going to
somebody
be.
gotta be a number one.
Somebody definitely going to step
Yeah, I
up
think
and have
somebody
more.
somebody gonna distinguish themselves
And,
as the
and
season
you
goes
think
on.
you know who I think is going to be? It's one or two of these people. I think it's not going to be Adam Thielen.
Not gonna be
I
DJ.
think
Don't say that. Please don't say DJ Chark.
I think it's going to be Terrence Marshall or DJ Chark.
Ah.
One of them two.
Yeah, it's got somebody has to submerge, fellas. Well,
The
fellas,
reason
I'm
why
gonna
I
tell
say
y'all
DJ
something.
Chark, he's the fastest. He's the one that's going to blow the top off the defense.
That's a fact. I mean, well,
They say
now look, Terrence, TMJ, Jonathan Mingo a fast motherfucker too
yeah,
now.
they say he twitchy too and quick, yeah. But
I mean,
we
now I'm
still
talking
got to
about
give him that
40
year.
speed.
Yeah, but
40 time, he fast.
we still got to give him that year to catch the lingo and everything else because a straight line fast is one thing, but when you got to make these digs and cuts and fake out people and get up speed, that takes time to learn in the NFL. So
Oh,
that's why.
hold on. Shout out Broski. Shout out Broski for that moderator, Rich. Somebody y'all
Oh,
mod Broski.
Monomer.
Broski said he had to mod the fuck up. Shout out Broski, Bear.
Welcome to
Yeah.
the construction crew.
Y'all give me a second. Broski, we finna mod you up. Keep chatting in the chat, nigga.
No, so
Yeah,
Dan, why would you say he needs a year? I mean, we see. I mean, receivers. Yeah, wide receiver is very tough position, but we see receivers step in a lot recently and come in with 1,200, 1,300 yards receiving, 8, 9 touchdowns.
I say a year because it's not only just going to be about him this year. They're going to watch what I tell you. They're going to be more focused on. I think Bryce this year is going to be more focused on like 20-yard passes. That middle range. So it's that right there just screams. Obviously, it really does scream Adam Thielen, but
that's why I was about DJ Chark, bro, because unless he has anticipation like Breeze, I mean, real anticipation where he can throw it out there but he can run under it. I don't know, bro. I don't think it's gonna be DJ Chark. I just can't see. I've been watching him play for a couple years now. I mean, I live in Florida, so I've seen him a lot, and I seen him in Miami go off one time at the actual game, but I just don't believe it's him, bro. He's just like one or two trick pony. It's like
but they say it. I've heard with DJ Chark, they say it don't matter if the man's hurt or not. One thing you're not going to take away from him is his speed.
That's what I'm saying. It's only two routes. It's going to be a go or a post. So that's what I'm saying. It's either a go or a post. You know what I'm saying?
Well, from what I've seen, they've been working on a lot of comebacks. They've been working on a lot of digs, corner routes. Everything I've seen has been digs, corner routes, comebacks. That's what makes me think that 20-yard distance is where Bryce is really going to eat. But they say that's where Bryce is the deadliest.
Well, hopefully his little tiny ankles like crazy legs can hold up when he's doing those.
Shout out Broski, man. We finna get your ass on the construction team right now.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. This is a good show, bro. I really appreciate this show, bro. I appreciate the show, the content. Let me come on and talk shit all the time and shit like that. I love it, bro. I love this show, bro.
Yes, sir. Al, you a member, my G. This motherfucking platform is yours, especially on Mondays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Shout out Broski. We gonna get Broski his rich, and we gonna get the fuck out of here for the night, cause y'all know I think gotta work in the morning. Almost 10 o'clock. Shout out Broski. He say yeah. Shout out Broski. Locked in there, man. Andrew, Jam, I appreciate y'all boys tonight. Well, this Members Monday, man. I thought I'd run a back-to-back, a two-piece on Members Monday tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give it to him.
Jam, good shit. Jam. Good shit, Jam, and good shit, Andrew. Good shit. I'll talk to y'all boys later. Let me go finish this Casamigos.
Hey, we love you. We love you, Al. Hold it down. Jam, Jam, I'm going to put the meet and greet instructions in the community section here. You hear me? If you know you coming for a fact, Jam, you just send me a 20-piece because you came to the first one. You feel me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Yeah, just to let me know for a show you coming. You hear me? I'm going to have you a fly T-shirt out there anyway.
Okay.
That 20 won't be for nothing.
Say no more.
Oh, damn. Shout out Danielle Serta. I didn't know you ain't had no fucking rich. Yeah, you better hurry up and spin. You better hurry up and get your goddamn rich. What the hell wrong with you, Danielle? I got 2 spots left. And one's for you.
When they gone, they gone.
Shit, Danielle Serta, you already a member. Gone mod in. Shit, you already, that's the little fee you gotta pay. I thought you was already a mod. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Nah, I ain't got Venmo. I don't do the Venmo shit. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I tell you what, we'll let you, we might let you send a super chat, Danielle, to get your rich. You know what I mean? I don't got no damn Venmo. Shout
Nah,
out
that's
Danielle
yours.
Sertain. Shout out QJ Smith for that super chat. Say, I'm glad we didn't get D-Hop. He say Bryce is at his best when he spreads the ball around. Having D-Hop would have hindered his development. We're in a great position. That's a fact. Shout out Broski, say Tola, T. Wells, Shamar, Raquel. Oh, we locking in. We got a strong team, and Danielle finna put hers where she gotta put it so she can get on that female pit bull team. Shout out Domo 40, Domo 34, say 2020 Smith High School Eagle Pride. Hold on, Domo, you went to Smith, nigga? Oh, yeah, don't play with me, Domo. You gonna have to reveal your identity if you went to Smith, nigga. You hear me? Yeah, now if you're a female, you might have to reveal your identity as well. Shit. He said, shout out Domo Smith. What year you go, nigga? If you in my year, you know who the fuck I am. You hear me? Shout out Sling Blade. Say good night from California. Meet and greet on y'all, though. I put all the instructions in the community section. Shout out Jam. I love you, boy. Shout out Andrew. Y'all know what time it is. To the chat. Shout out all the moderators and members. We see y'all tomorrow, man. One love and we gone.
One love.